Transition seasons, many birds are returning to the area, and Barb Brebner joins us live from For the Birds in De Pere with more on spring birds and how to get the kids interested too, right Barb?
You bet. Got a great game to do this, and I know that my great niece and nephew Frankie and Melly have taken to this game pretty well, and it's called Spot the Hawk.
Okay.
And as you're driving, if you're driving with the kids in the car, it kind of teaches them how to be observers and to notice differences. Because if you notice this time of the year, there's lots of hawks along the highways. They're sitting on fence posts, on road signs. And it's fascinating because you get the kids into looking for them. First one in the car to spot the hawk gets the prize, be it 50 cents or whatever you want to do. You know, inflation. It used to be a dime when we were kids, but
my kids would want chocolate.
Yes. Yeah, there you go. Chocolate would work. Anyway, if they spot the hawk, they get the prize. And the other part that's kind of fun is if there's any question about what kind of hawk it is, because if they can identify the kind of hawk it is, then they should get a better prize.
Yeah.
And we have these
and
really
a scholarship
little,
to college. They can do that.
Yeah, that would be good. Sure, Mom and Dad could just throw that in.
Well, how do you tell the difference?
Well, we've got these quick reference guides, which are easy for kids to kind of, because they can notice the tail plumage, which has different kind of striping and the colors and the size. And these little guides have, you can use a little bird book too, but this is perfect for kids.
And easy to take along in the car.
Yep, and not too much to deal with. But it's really a fun game, and you can play the game with wildlife. You can play the game with trees, and when you're out walking around, you can do butterflies and moths, beetles. There's all kinds of little guides for it, but it's a great way to get kids involved in science and nature, and that's the best thing you can do for them. It's a lot of fun. And I've noticed sometimes that parents are getting into it too, where, yep, I got that one, which is kind of fun. And there's so many different ways you can do it with, like, water birds. If you're at the beach, you can kind of spot the different kinds of seagulls. If you're in the backyard, you can spot the birds that are coming to your feeders. But knowing the scientific name, knowing the name, instead of saying, oh, there's a bird, if they could say, oh, there's an oriole, oh, there's a hummingbird, there's a indigo bunting, is a whole lot more fun than just having them say a bird.
Well, you can get those guides at For the Birds in De Pere. Great ideas, yes. Barb. Thanks so much. We got to get the kids' noses out of their mobile devices and looking at nature more often.
Absolutely, and there's some great apps on the mobile devices too that you can get to
when their noses are back in those devices. Yes, they can look those up. And thanks again, Barb.